All right, I'm here with Cam. I'm a little close. Hold on. All right, I'm here with Camden right now. Camden, a few questions for you.
Sounds good.
What was your favorite film that we've worked on so far?
Ooh, I would have to say. Sorry, hold on. Let's restart it. Are you talking about your films or?
That you've worked on.
Okay. Yeah. I would say actually my favorite film is the one that we just did, the DV Dialogue. It was kind of a weird situation where it was like all of us kind of had like midterms or stuff going on, and so it's like we couldn't all work on the same project at once. But actually it kind of made it like interesting because we all could do or like kind of see the script come out and the film come out in a way that we all kind of had our different viewpoints on what was supposed to happen. And so then once we kind of all started synthesizing it together, we kind of all had these like really neat ideas that we were end up able to like actually add more things onto what we had originally planned. And I thought that was just really cool to see it all come together.
And what was your role in the film?
So I was the team lead, but then I also ended up being kind of like the primary editor and or film cutter.
And we didn't get to see your film in class, did we?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We literally just finished ours like 2 hours ago. But yeah, no, it was interesting because we had a good first draft and that we were kind of excited to show. We knew that there was some rough edges that we needed to polish out. But then once we didn't get to do it, we just ended up showing it to Dr. Hammer, and we kind of realized we needed to like re-put some things back together in a different way. And so then that's where I kind of stepped in and I had to help out Hugh and like re-edit some of the film part. And that was kind of the coolest actually task that I had the entire semester. I thought it was going to be kind of annoying, and at first it was a little bit like, whoa, this learning curve of this software is weird. But then once I got like kind of into the groove of things, it ended up being really fun, and like playing around with like the angles that we had and overlaying the audio was really neat.
So you guys sound like you had a tumultuous filming process.
Yeah, we definitely did.
What was the most challenging part of your filming process, would you say?
Actually, yeah, so I think the most challenging was just actually getting the film recorded. Admittedly, me and Hugh both had like 3 midterms of like the weekend that the first draft was supposed to be due. So Gavin and Jacob's girlfriend actually kind of came in clutch, and they all recorded it, and they said it actually only took them like an hour or 2, which is better than I had on any other projects, so I guess that's good for them. But yeah, so then it was like me and Hugh kind of read over the script and like looked over what was missing or what we thought would need to be added, and that's kind of what I mentioned before, how like we kind of had different viewpoints on like reading the script and then what was actually produced. And then once we were able to start editing, we had Jacob, and Blythe is actually Jacob's girlfriend's name as well. We had them re-record a couple of scenes with Gavin again, just because he was the one actually doing the camera work and stuff. And once we put all that together, Gavin like even admittedly said that it took a different turn than he was completely expecting, but he ended up liking it a lot more. So it was actually kind of an interesting project.
And what was your favorite, or what's the biggest takeaway that you are going to get from this class, or that you've gotten?
Honestly, like just being able to like analyze films in like a different way, and just like looking at films and kind of seeing like, wow, they really did a super good job at like this specific thread, or you know, they had this foreshadowing that like I might not have noticed if I hadn't like taken this class, like something like that, where it was like just being able to watch and get like a new appreciation for movies, and really just actually all the work that goes into making a good movie. It just gives me so much of a new appreciation for everything.
All right, and that is all the questions I have. Thank you very much, Cam.
Yep.